Hey guys, it's Lauren from It's the Kellys, and a lot of people have been asking me questions in the comments of all of my packing videos, and I love it. I live for your guys' comments. I feel like we're building a little bit of a community here. I see the same people commenting all the time, and I absolutely love it. But to me, when somebody asks me a question, I want to be able to really give them a good answer. And a couple of times I have been asked the question, Lauren, what's the difference between a personal item and a carry-on bag? And then I explain it and I write a couple of paragraphs. So now, if somebody asks me a question, I'm going to make a video. So that's what today's video is going to be, the difference between a personal item and a carry-on item. If you travel a lot like I do, you probably already know the answer to this question. So this is a little bit more for the beginners or people that are a little bit confused. But I thank you for playing this video anyway. I'm here to help you travel often and pack well, just like we do. That is the theme of this channel. And if you're not subscribed, please do so down below by hitting that subscribe button. Turn on notifications if you want to be notified every time we put out a new video. And of course, comment down below if you have a comment or another question or have an idea of a video travel related that you want myself or Brian to make. All right, so let's chat about it. So you found the flight that you want to book and you start to book it. Great, that's amazing. Then you start to cash out, do everything, and it's asking you all of these questions that are just going to make you the littlest bit more confused. It's going to say, well, what kind of bags do you want? Now, something like Delta or United or American or some other big major airline, they are going to give you a personal item and they are going to give you a carry-on bag, and you're going to be completely fine and you're not going to have to pay for either of those. If you are seeing this video and you said, oh my gosh, they didn't ask me anything like that, then you're fine. But if you're going to do a budget type of airlines, whether it's Spirit or Frontier or some other little European or Asian airline, if you're flying international, you are going to need to know the difference between the two. So let's first start by talking about a personal item. This is a Beige backpack that I always like to use as my personal item. It's about the size of a backpack that you would take to school with you. Personal items are almost always 18 by 14 by 8. That is about the average that an airline is going to let you have for a personal item. So you can bring a backpack. I have also brought a nice little tote bag. This is my Beis Mini work tote. That's really nice if you want something maybe a little bit more sturdy. Ladies, you can also bring your purse as a personal item, but I would like to add, you cannot have a personal item and a carry-on and a purse. You're going to have to pack your purse in one of those bags. You cannot have three things. There are a couple of hacks that I have to still bring your purse on, but we'll get into that another day. Now, some airlines are really strict as to their personal item sizes. Most of the time I find if it fits within the 14 by 18 by 8 that you are perfectly fine. But some airlines might actually make you put it into one of those containers to see if it actually fits. That's super annoying, but some people really do take advantage of the personal size items, and that's why. Your personal size item has to fit under the seat in front of you. It does not go in the overhead bin like a carry-on. So that's why it needs to be small and probably a little bit squishy, because you do need to be able to shove it under there during takeoff and landing. In your personal item, you are going to want to have everything that you are going to want in the airport or on your flight or right away when you land at your destination, so that you don't have to actually go into your carry-on bag. This is things like your wallet, your ID, your passport, any type of headphones, anything you want to do on the plane, maybe sunglasses when you land if it's in a bright sunny destination, something that you want to maybe freshen up after a long flight. Everything like that should go in your personal item. So Now let's talk carry-on bags. We know that there's a carry-on bag. We know that there's a checked bag. We know that I've done a video about it before. We know that I don't like checked bags. Let me get it out of the way real quick. The checked bags are the big, huge, ridiculous bags that weigh over 50 pounds that people put below the plane and have to wait for baggage, and they might get lost. That's why I don't check bags. I am not a fan. Imagine getting to your destination and not having your belongings with you. That would drive me nuts. No, do a carry-on. This is my beloved Beige carry-on bag. It is 22 inches high. This is probably the biggest that a carry-on can get. It is perfectly fine for domestic air travel within the US, and it is okay sometimes with European standards, although it might just be a little bit too tall and you might have to check it. But this is a hard shell piece of carry-on luggage. You do have it with you at all times at the airport, and this goes up in the overhead bin when you are in flight while your personal item stays with you down at your seat. This is a hard version, but I also have a backpack version. This one is already packed for a trip that I have coming up, and they're really not that different in size. Just a couple of inches height difference. You can do the roller bag if it's more convenient. You can do the backpack if it's more convenient. That is all about your travel style, but both of these would be considered carry-ons, not personal items. I personally always travel with a carry-on bag and a personal item. If I'm packing a little bit lighter on a trip, I might bring that backpack as a carry-on bag and then just have a little purse as a personal item. But I always do like to do the personal item to my advantage, and it's free, so why not? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that answers your question. If you guys have any other questions, please put them down below in the comments and I'm happy to answer them. And if you have any other ideas for videos that you need help with, please let me know and I am happy to film it for you. Please subscribe to this channel if you're not already. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Thanks.